We're about to meet the Aussie-born virtuoso violinist who graduated in Munich with the highest marks possible and is now playing the concert stages of the world. Annabelle Traves from Brisbane, one of the most talented musos you'll ever hear. Have a listen to this. That is how you do it, ladies and gentlemen. I met Annabelle in Maastricht when she was recruited by the great André Rieu to join his incredible Johann Strauss Orchestra. She's performed with Bruce Springsteen, Michael Bublé, Delta. Now she's adding another string to her bow, recording her first solo release at Abbey Road Studios in London. And I'm delighted to say Annabelle joins us live in the studio. Good to see you.
Good to see you. Thank you so much for having me, Richard.
It's an absolute pleasure. You've been touring the world, playing the stages of the world, back home for summer. How good's that? Absolutely
unreal. I have to say, I don't get home often, but I always have a bit of a moment when I, coming through customs and the security guard will take a look at your Aussie passport, see obviously, you're returning home and kind of look up and say, welcome home, doll. And it makes me a little bit emotional, actually.
Well, it must be nice to not have your violin round your shoulder.
Oh, exactly. Stretch the shoulders
coming in all the time.
Little bit.
We caught up in Maastricht when I was shooting that story with Andre. Tell me about working with him.
I would say it's just inspirational, to be honest. I mean, of course, like being on tour is tiring sometimes and whatnot, but when you look out and you just see tens of thousands of people every night coming to see, him and the Johann Strauss Orchestra, it's just such a very unique thing to be part of.
You're seeing the world, travelling the world literally, and playing these, playing with Andre is a lot of fun. But also these corporate gigs, this thing you did in Lake Como, I mean, that was amazing, doing one-off things like that.
Yeah, Villa del Balbianello.
Oh goodness, look at this.
Oh yeah, there it is. That was a very special one for me, yeah.
No kidding. Yeah, pretty special for them too. What a year you've had. Hey, you've been recording at Abbey Road Studios with the incredible composer and cellist Peter Gregson.
Yes.
Who's written stuff for Bridgerton and all that. Working with Paul McCartney and Ed Sheeran's engineer.
Yes.
I mean, tell me about that.
I reckon that was just a lot of luck, to be honest. I feel you still can't quite believe it. But yeah, it just started. I heard his compositions and absolutely fell in love. So decided to reach out and it just snowballed really. And I feel so grateful that he chose to work with me.
Well, you get a sense of the greatness that's happened at Abbey Road, don't you? When you just walk in the door, you think of all those other people who've been there.
Exactly. I had to stop myself from kind of kissing the floor. Thought that would have been not a great move for my first.
Plenty of others have, I think. It's a very kissable floor. What made you want to record your own material?
I have to say, it wasn't something that was completely planned for me coming into, last year, but I just stumbled across Peter's music, and in particular this composition. There's an original version of this composition that exists, and I have to say, as an artist, your expression is totally through what you produce, I think, then. And so for me, when I heard this music, it connected with me so deeply. It was like a moment of, I'd just heard the piece, but I felt like I'd been listening to it my whole life. It spoke to me so much, and so I had to reach out to Peter and see if we could do something together, and I can't believe that he said yes, and here we are now.
Yippee-ki-yay, let's do it.
Yeah, exactly.
You've got the world at your feet, literally. What's in store for this year?
This year, well, really looking forward to the release of the single. I'm semi-hoping it gets picked up by a movie or some sort of thing. So if there's anybody out there that's watching this...
All the movie makers watch the show. Yeah, I mean, it's something... Well, a lot of big things are going to happen for you. Everybody knows that. Oh, thank you so much for coming in here and making your first television interview appearance.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's a pleasure. Annabelle's single Sequence 4 is available on streaming services from the 24th of January. You can pre-order it now and you can follow her adventures on Instagram at Annabelle Traves. Thank you. All the best.
Thank you.
Hey there, Today fans. Sarah and...
What's my name again?
Oh my God. Carl.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel, though. Subscribe now for more news, special reports, and amazing Aussie stories.
And Carl misbehaving,
Whoa,
of course.
That never happens.
Always happens.
What's she talking about?